If you want to make your edits look smoother, more dynamic, and way more professional, then learning how to use keyframes in CapCut on PC is one of the best skills you can pick up. Keyframes let you animate movement, zooms, text, and effects exactly where you want them. So instead of static clips, you can create motion that feels polished and intentional. In this video, I'll show you how to use CapCut keyframes on PC step by step, and by the end, you'll know how to add motion to video clips, images, and text with confidence. If this tutorial helps you out, take a second to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy CapCut editing tutorials. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open CapCut on your PC and load the project you want to work on. Make sure your media is already placed on the timeline, whether that's a video clip, an image, or even text. Keyframes can be used on different layers, so the first thing you need to do is select the exact element you want to animate. Just click the clip in your timeline so it becomes highlighted. Once it's selected, look at the settings panel in the top right corner of CapCut. Now, depending on what you're editing, you want to make sure you're in the correct tab. If you're working with video, go to the Video tab. If it's text, go to the Text tab. If you're adjusting audio-related properties, use the Audio tab. After that, click Basic. This is where you'll find the main properties that can be animated, like scale, position, rotation, and opacity. These are the settings that keyframes work with, so this is the control center for your motion effects. Next, move your playhead on the timeline to the exact spot where you want the animation to begin. This is really important because keyframes are based on timing. If you place the playhead too early or too late, your motion won't line up the way you want it to. So take a moment, zoom in on your timeline if needed, and position the playhead precisely where the movement should start. Once your playhead is in the right place, find the property you want to animate. For example, if you want to zoom in on a clip, use Scale. If you want the video or image to slide across the screen, use Position. If you want to fade something in or out, use Opacity. To create your first keyframe, click the small diamond icon next to that setting. As soon as you click it, CapCut will place a keyframe at that exact moment in time. You will usually see a diamond appear in the panel, and you may also see the keyframe marker show up on the clip in your timeline. This first keyframe marks the starting point of your animation. Now comes the fun part. Move the playhead further down the timeline to where you want the motion to end. With the playhead in the new position, change the property value. So if you're zooming, increase the scale. If you're moving the clip, change the position. If you're fading, lower the opacity. CapCut will automatically create the second keyframe for you, and it will smoothly animate between the first and second points. That smooth transition is what makes keyframes so powerful. Instead of a sudden jump, CapCut creates motion over time. So if you started with a normal size clip and then increased the scale later, the video will gradually zoom in. If you change the position, the clip will glide across the screen. If you adjusted opacity, it will fade in or fade out naturally. This is how creators make edits feel more cinematic and professional. If you want to make the movement more dramatic, you can keep adding more keyframes along the timeline. For example, you can zoom in slowly, pause, then zoom in again. Or you can move text from one side of the screen to the other in stages. Each additional keyframe gives you more control over how the animation behaves. The more you experiment, the more creative your edits can become. A great tip is to preview your animation after you set the keyframes. Press play and watch how the motion looks in real time. If it feels too fast, spread the keyframes farther apart. If it feels too slow, bring them closer together. If the movement starts in the wrong place, just move the playhead and adjust the values until it looks clean. Keyframes are very flexible, so don't be afraid to tweak them until they feel right. You can use this same process for different types of edits. For example, with text, you can make a title slide in from the side. With images, you can create a slow zoom effect that adds depth. With video clips, you can emphasize a certain moment by scaling it up slightly. Even simple keyframe animations can instantly make your content look more engaging and more advanced. So, to quickly recap, select your clip, open the correct settings panel, move the playhead to the start point, add your first keyframe, then move forward in time, and adjust the property to create the second keyframe. CapCut handles the transition automatically, which makes the process super easy once you understand the basics. That's really all there is to it. If you found this tutorial useful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more CapCut PC tips, editing tricks, and beginner-friendly walkthroughs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.